Hello everybody. Now you may remember a few days ago I did a video on a 1 hour photo challenge. Well, this is a follow-up to that video and we'll get to it right after this. Now, as I said in the intro, a few days ago I did a 1 hour photo challenge video where basically I took an hour, a free hour that I had during the day, and I went up to a local woodland and I tried to take an image that I'd be happy to put on the wall. Now, I didn't manage to get the image that I really wanted and I was really happy with, but what it did do, and the whole purpose of this, was just to inspire me to take something a little different and get away from the water birds that I've been concentrating on for the last few weeks, just to go and do something a little different, put on a different lens, for example, and just look at things in a different way. So I managed to get out for another 4 hours, actually. I did a whole morning out to another woodland, which is about a half-hour drive from my house. And actually, I came away from that session with 4 images that I really liked, which is quite a good return. And I'm going to share those with you now. And those images were all a result of me going out for that 1 hour, thinking about things a little differently, and just being inspired to do something, just a little bit out of the ordinary for me. And I really enjoyed it. So there are 4 images that I'm going to share with you. Now, the first image that I took that day was with a 24 to 70 millimeter lens, the same lens actually that I used in the original 1 hour photo challenge, and it was of the tree canopy. So I really like the starkness of bare tree trunks and tree branches at this time of the year, and shooting them from underneath where they all converge into the center with using the wide angle lens, creates quite a stark and contrasty type image, which I knew straight away. The moment I set that up, I'd convert it to black and white, which is exactly what I did. So I hope you enjoy that image. Now, the second image that I took was completely different. I actually found a relatively young sapling, beech sapling, that still had leaves on it from last year. So they were all dried up and brown and curled up. But I actually liked the textures and the colours and the patterns that they made when I used my macro lens and went in really close. So I managed to centre a composition around a winter bud. So that's the contrast between last year's growth all dying away and next year's, and the promise of next year's growth. So I found that, really quite an exciting image. So I'll share that with you as well. Now, the third image I took was actually just quite close to that beech sapling. And I just finished taking those photographs when the sun started to appear through high cloud, which gave it a sort of bright but diffused feel. So actually the backlighting on things was actually really nice. And I found this clump of moss that was on a little ridge. So it was being beautifully backlit by that light. So I had to get in with a macro lens really close, put in some sort of foreground elements that were all out of focus and made it really dreamy and quite soft. But I really loved the lighting and I really liked the resulting image. Now, the fourth image I took was actually in almost exactly the same spot as that moss. It was quite a productive spot. It just goes to show when you actually stop walking and you sit down and look around you, the things that you can find. But that backlighting that I was talking about was hitting a bud from a honeysuckle plant, which was just breaking open. So it's the first sort of new growth of the year that I'd seen. But it was being backlit beautifully. And added to that was I could get a really dark background with the shade of some trees. So it was a really nice high contrasted image. And so I used the macro lens, went in really close and dialed in probably 3 stops. So I underexposed the image by about 3 stops to create a really dark background. And then that sort of bud, it was basically the only thing that your eye was drawn to in the frame. So I really liked it. I thought it was really atmospheric. And I hope you like that image, along with all the other images as well. So I hope you enjoyed those images. I certainly enjoyed taking them, and I hope it's inspired you to go out and try something a little different. So thanks for watching. Don't forget that if you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button and also ring that bell icon, because that will notify you of new videos as and when they're posted. And as I said, if you'd like the video, please give us a thumbs up and leave any comments that you'd like to about the images in the comments box below. All those things help the YouTube algorithm find us and then promote the content to other users as well. So that would be really appreciated. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.